What really happens when you drink baking soda water? Have you ever taken a moment to wonder what happens inside your body when you drink a glass of water with a little baking soda? We're not talking about a pricey supplement, not some rare ingredient from halfway across the world. Just a simple, white powder you probably already have sitting in your kitchen cabinet. Baking soda. Most folks use it to bake cookies, or maybe to keep the fridge smelling fresh. But when used the right way, mixed with water and sipped slowly, it can offer a surprising range of health benefits. And the best part? You don't have to break the bank. You don't need a complicated routine. You just need a little curiosity and one small change. This idea isn't based on some old-fashioned myth or online trend. It's something more and more health experts are starting to look into. Researchers, doctors, nutritionists, they're exploring how baking soda, when used safely and in moderation, may help support your body in natural ways. So what makes it special? Let's take a closer look. When you mix baking soda into warm water and drink it on an empty stomach, you're doing something simple, but powerful. You're giving your body a gentle tool to help it stay in balance. Some people report that it helps with digestion, especially after a heavy meal or when their stomach feels upset. Others say it helps with mild inflammation or sore muscles, especially after exercise or physical activity. Some even use it to help maintain a more balanced pH inside the body, though the science on that is still growing. And while it's not a miracle cure, it's one of those home remedies that's easy to try, affordable, practical, and worth exploring. Picture this. You wake up in the morning. You take a few minutes before breakfast, and you drink a warm glass of water with about a quarter teaspoon of baking soda. You're not spending $100 a month on pills. You're not starting your day with something harsh. You're just offering your body a simple, natural way to support itself from the inside out. Let's talk about some of the possible benefits. Baking soda water may help calm occasional heartburn, ease indigestion, support kidney function by helping your body flush out excess acids, even relieve minor muscle soreness after a walk or gardening session. Some people say it helps them feel a little more energized, a little more clear-headed. And while it's not a replacement for medication, it might be a nice addition to your daily routine. But let's be clear, this isn't for everyone. If you have high blood pressure, heart issues, or if you're on a low-sodium diet, you need to be cautious. Because baking soda contains sodium. That means using too much or using it too often can cause problems instead of helping. Always check with your doctor first, especially if you take medications or have a long-term health condition. And never go overboard. More isn't better. In fact, just a small amount, a quarter to half a teaspoon in 8 ounces of water is usually enough. Drink it once a day, not more. Preferably in the morning, before breakfast. You can add a few drops of fresh lemon juice for taste, or just keep it plain. Either way, it's the small, steady habit that counts. Now, if you're someone who's always looking for easy, budget-friendly ways to stay healthy, this is a great place to start. It doesn't take much. Not a gym membership, not a new diet. Just a little time, a little curiosity, and a willingness to care for your body in a gentle, thoughtful way. If you've tried baking soda water before or you're curious to give it a shot, feel free to share your experience. We'd love to hear what worked for you. Because your wellness journey doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be expensive. Sometimes it starts with just one glass of water and 1 teaspoon of something simple, something that's been sitting in your pantry all along. So if you're ready, take that first sip and let your body do the rest. 12 gentle benefits of baking soda water for older adults. As we get older, our bodies face new challenges. But sometimes, the simplest solutions are the most effective. One everyday item that many folks overlook is baking soda. Yes, that little box in your kitchen. When mixed with water, baking soda can offer surprising support for common health issues. Let's walk through 6 gentle and helpful ways baking soda water may support your well-being. All explained in everyday language. 1. A simple way to ease heartburn and acid reflux. You know that burning feeling that creeps up from your chest after a heavy meal? That's heartburn. It happens when acid from your stomach moves up into your food pipe. This can cause chest discomfort, a sour taste in your mouth, even a dry cough. It's especially common as we age. Now here's a comforting tip. A half teaspoon of baking soda stirred into a glass of water may help soothe that burning feeling. Why? Because baking soda is naturally alkaline. That means it can help balance the acid in your stomach. When it mixes with the acid, it creates a reaction that produces water and a bit of gas. This helps calm things down. It won't solve long-term issues, but for those occasional flare-ups, it can bring fast relief. Just remember, don't use it every day. Too much baking soda can raise sodium levels and cause other imbalances, so use it only when needed. And if heartburn becomes frequent, it's best to talk to your doctor. 2. Gentle support for your kidneys. Your kidneys are hard at work every day, filtering out waste and helping keep your body in balance. But as we get older, kidney function can slow down. And for those living with kidney disease, the body can struggle to handle acid buildup. That's where baking soda might help. Drinking a small amount of baking soda and water can support your body's pH balance. It reduces excess acid, giving your kidneys a bit of relief. In fact, several studies have shown that baking soda may help slow the decline of kidney function in people with chronic kidney issues. But here's the key point. This is not something to try on your own. Always talk to your doctor before adding it to your daily routine. If they say it's safe for you, baking soda could become a gentle ally for your kidneys. 3. Comfort during a urinary tract infection. UTIs are no fun. They bring burning, frequent trips to the bathroom, and lots of discomfort. These infections are often caused by bacteria that love an acidic environment. By drinking baking soda water, you may help change the acidity of your urine. This makes it harder for bacteria to grow and may ease the burning feeling. Some women who added baking soda water to their routine reported fewer bathroom trips at night and less discomfort. Again, it's not a cure. It doesn't replace antibiotics, but it can be a helpful sidekick, especially when used alongside proper medical care. If you often deal with UTIs, ask your doctor if baking soda could be part of your prevention plan. 4. Boost your workout stamina. You don't have to be a pro athlete to benefit from better exercise recovery. Even a walk around the neighborhood or gardening can feel tiring if your muscles are sore. That burning feeling in your legs? It often comes from something called lactic acid building up during activity. Baking soda helps your body deal with that. It raises the pH in your muscles, making it easier to keep moving. Some studies show that people who took baking soda before a workout felt less tired and bounced back faster. But be careful. Too much baking soda at once can upset your stomach. If you're interested in trying it before exercise, start small. And of course, check with your doctor, especially if you take medications or have any health conditions. 5. A natural breath freshener. Bad breath can make anyone feel self-conscious. It's not just about brushing your teeth. Sometimes, it's the pH inside your mouth that causes odors to linger. When your mouth is too acidic, odor-causing bacteria thrive. Baking soda can help by making the mouth less acidic. You can swish a small amount of baking soda water in your mouth for 30 seconds. Or drink it slowly, letting it touch the soft areas inside your cheeks. It helps raise the pH, which keeps those smelly bacteria in check. Many people say their breath smells fresher and their mouths feel cleaner. Just don't overdo it. Once or twice a day is plenty. And be sure to continue your normal oral hygiene routine. 6. A helping hand with gout symptoms. If you've ever had gout, you know the pain can be intense. It often strikes suddenly, especially in the big toe, and feels like walking on broken glass. Gout is caused by a buildup of uric acid in the body. When your body has too much acid, crystals can form in your joints and cause inflammation. Baking soda helps by making the body a little more alkaline. That means it raises your pH and helps your body get rid of excess uric acid. Some people who added baking soda water to their routine found that flare-ups were less frequent and less painful. And this is important, baking soda is not a replacement for gout medication. Think of it as a gentle support, not a cure. And always talk with your healthcare provider before using it regularly, especially if you have high blood pressure or heart problems. 7. Supports the body's overall pH balance. Your body works best when things are in balance. That includes your pH levels, the natural mix of acid and alkaline inside your body. Ideally, your blood pH stays just above neutral, somewhere between 7.35 and 7.45. Even small changes can throw off how your cells and enzymes work. And let's face it, most modern diets loaded with processed foods, sugar, and red meat tend to make us more acidic. Stress, pollution, and sitting too much also don't help. This is where baking soda comes in. Because it's naturally alkaline, baking soda can help neutralize extra acid and support your body's efforts to stay balanced on the inside. In a 2024 study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, people who drank water with bicarbonate had higher urine pH levels and less acid in their systems. When your internal pH is balanced, your digestion, immune system, and circulation can all run more smoothly. No need to give up all acidic foods. Just try adding in more vegetables, managing stress, and sipping a small glass of baking soda water when needed. It's simple, it's affordable, and it might help your body feel more in sync. Because real health often starts with balance, not extremes. 8. Relieves muscle soreness after exercise. Ever wake up the day after a workout and feel like your muscles are made of bricks? That deep soreness, especially in your legs or arms, can make getting out of bed a real challenge. This is known as delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS. It's common after new or intense workouts. While some of the pain comes from tiny tears in the muscles, another big part is lactic acid buildup. That acid lowers the pH in your muscles, making the area feel tight and tender. Baking soda, being alkaline, can help here too. By raising the pH in muscle tissue, it helps neutralize acid, reduce irritation, and speed up recovery. One study in Frontiers in Nutrition found that people who drank baking soda after exercise felt less sore, and they got back to their normal energy levels more quickly. If you move your body often, whether you're walking, gardening, or lifting weights, this might be a helpful tool in your routine. Just dissolve a small amount of baking soda in a glass of water after exercise. It's an easy way to give your body a little support. But always pay attention to how you feel. Don't overdo it. And if pain sticks around, check in with your doctor. Sometimes a small, smart habit is all you need to stay on track. 9. Acts as an antacid to soothe indigestion. We've all had that uncomfortable feeling after a meal. That heavy stomach, a little nausea, and maybe even some sour burps. It's not fun, and it can drain your energy and mood. Often, the cause is simple: too much stomach acid. When there's more acid than your body needs, it can lead to irritation and bloating. Here's where baking soda can be a quick and gentle fix. Mixed with water, it works as a natural antacid. It reacts with stomach acid and turns it into water, salt, and carbon dioxide. That means less acid and more relief. A study in the American Journal of Gastroenterology showed that baking soda helped reduce symptoms like bloating and nausea fast. It's the same concept behind many store-bought antacids. But this one's already in your kitchen, and it costs pennies. Still, it's best for occasional use after a heavy meal or late-night snack. If you find yourself needing it regularly, that's a sign to talk to your doctor. But when you need short-term relief, this simple drink may be just what your body needs. 10. Potential support in cancer treatment. Cancer is a complex disease, and treatment often involves multiple steps. But scientists are always looking for gentle ways to improve how treatments work. One area of research focuses on pH. It turns out that the area around tumors tends to be more acidic than normal tissue. That acidic setting can actually help cancer grow and make treatments less effective. So what happens if you reduce that acidity? In a 2009 study published in Cancer Research, scientists gave mice with breast cancer small doses of baking soda. The acidity dropped, tumors spread more slowly, and the cancer cells became more sensitive to chemotherapy. Now, let's be clear. This research is early. It was done in animals, not humans. Baking soda should never replace medical treatment, but under a doctor's care, it might one day serve as a helpful partner. Always speak to your healthcare provider before trying anything new during cancer treatment, even something as simple as baking soda. 11. Soothes mouth and throat irritations. A sore throat or a scratchy mouth can make even the best day uncomfortable. Whether it's from a cold, allergies, or just talking too much, these areas are sensitive. Baking soda can offer relief. When you dissolve it in warm water and rinse or gargle, it helps in a few ways. It neutralizes acids. It slows down bacteria growth. And it gently reduces irritation. A study in the Journal of the American Dental Association showed that baking soda rinses help people with mouth sores heal faster and feel less discomfort. Just mix half a teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of warm water. Gargle for about 30 seconds, 2 or 3 times a day. It's a safe, gentle way to ease that burning, dry feeling and keep your mouth feeling fresh. 12. Helps with minor skin irritations. Your skin takes a lot. From sun exposure to bug bites to dry air, it's no wonder it sometimes acts up. When redness, itching, or flaking show up, baking soda can help soothe your skin. Its mild alkalinity helps calm the surface and reduce that prickly, irritated feeling. Try adding 1 to 2 cups of baking soda to your bath water. Soak for 15 to 20 minutes. No fancy products needed. Or make a paste with water and apply it directly to itchy spots or minor rashes. Let it sit for a few minutes, then rinse with cool water. A review in Journal of Dermatologic Therapy found baking soda especially helpful for those with mild eczema or dry, irritated skin. Of course, don't use it on open wounds or serious conditions without medical advice. But for everyday skin flare-ups, baking soda is a great go-to. Safe, simple, and gentle on aging skin. Sometimes, the best remedies really are the ones we already have at home. How to properly prepare baking soda water. Using baking soda as part of your wellness routine can be incredibly helpful. But like many things in life, how you use it makes all the difference. Too much or taken at the wrong time can leave you feeling bloated, uncomfortable, or even mess with your blood pressure or fluid balance. That's why it's important to prepare it the right way. You don't need a fancy recipe. Just clean water and pure baking soda. Here's how to do it properly step by step. Start by pouring 1 cup of water into a glass. That's about 8 ounces. Room temperature or slightly warm water is best. Not boiling and not ice cold. Boiling water can change the chemical makeup of the baking soda. And cold water can slow things down in your digestive system, especially first thing in the morning. Next, adjust half a teaspoon of baking soda. That's around 2 to 3 grams. Don't guess the amount. Use a measuring spoon to be accurate. Even a little too much can cause belching, bloating, or a sour stomach. Now stir well. Keep stirring until the baking soda completely dissolves. There shouldn't be any white powder left at the bottom of the glass. The mixture should look clear and feel smooth when you sip it. So, when's the best time to drink it? There are 2 good options. The first is in the morning on an empty stomach. That's when your body is just waking up and ready to reset. A glass of baking soda water can help reduce overnight acid buildup and support your digestion as the day begins. The second option is about 1 to 2 hours after eating. At that point, if you're feeling full or gassy, baking soda water may help neutralize excess stomach acid and ease discomfort. But here's an important warning. Do not drink it right after a heavy meal. That can lead to pressure and bloating from extra gas building up in your stomach. Also, don't have more than 1 glass a day unless your doctor tells you otherwise. Baking soda may be natural, but it's still a powerful compound. Too much can affect your blood pressure, kidney function, and your body's sodium levels. Think of it as a short-term helper, a gentle remedy for occasional use. If you have high blood pressure, kidney issues, heart problems, or if you take medications regularly, be sure to talk with your doctor first. Baking soda may not mix well with some medications like antacids, water pills, or certain antibiotics. And here's another tip. Always mix your baking soda water fresh. Don't make it ahead of time or store it in the fridge. Letting it sit can weaken the alkaline properties. And if you seal it up, gas from the reaction might build up and change how it tastes or how it feels going down. So just mix it right before you drink it. Keep it simple, keep it fresh, and keep it exact. That's the key to making baking soda water a healthy, supportive habit in your daily life. Taking care of yourself doesn't always mean big changes or expensive treatments. Sometimes it starts with one small, smart choice, like learning how to stir together water and baking soda the right way. Because in that small glass, you're not just drinking something useful. You're creating a habit that supports your body with care and attention from the inside out. Important precautions before using baking soda water. Baking soda is something most of us have in the kitchen. It's cheap, it's simple, and it seems harmless. But when it comes to using it as part of your health routine, especially drinking it with water, there are a few important things to keep in mind. Just because something is easy to get doesn't always mean it's safe for everyone. Let's walk through some smart precautions so you can use baking soda wisely, safely, and confidently. 1. People who should be extra careful. Some folks may need to avoid drinking baking soda water altogether, or at least use it with great caution. If you have high blood pressure, remember that baking soda is made from sodium bicarbonate. That means it contains sodium, the same stuff you're trying to limit if you're watching your blood pressure. Too much sodium can lead to water retention and cause your blood pressure to rise. For people already taking medication to lower blood pressure, this can work against your treatment. If you're living with chronic kidney disease, your kidneys may not process sodium as well as they used to. Adding more sodium through baking soda might upset your electrolyte balance, causing swelling, tiredness, or even damage over time. For those with heart conditions, like heart failure or irregular heartbeat, extra fluid and sodium can put more pressure on your heart. It's not worth the risk unless your doctor says it's okay. Folks on a low-sodium diet should also be cautious. Even small amounts of added sodium can throw off your progress and affect how well your plan is working. Pregnant or breastfeeding women should speak to a doctor before trying baking soda. During pregnancy, your body becomes more sensitive to salt, and changes in kidney function and hormones may increase the risk of side effects. Young children and frail seniors may also be more sensitive. Their bodies don't always process things the same way, and it's better to avoid self-treatment without medical guidance. 2. Watch out for drug interactions. One thing people often forget is that baking soda can change how certain medications work. That's because it affects the pH, the acid level in your stomach and your bloodstream. Some medicines need an acidic environment to work right. Others can become less effective or too strong if the body's pH shifts too far. Here are a few important examples. If you take antacids, combining them with baking soda might make your stomach too alkaline. This can upset digestion and possibly reduce the effectiveness of both products. Some antibiotics, especially tetracycline types, don't absorb as well when your pH level changes. Baking soda might reduce their ability to fight infection. If you're on diuretics or blood pressure pills, these medicines already affect your sodium and potassium levels. Adding baking soda might cause cramps, weakness, or irregular heartbeat due to mineral imbalances. Even osteoporosis medications can be affected. These drugs need stomach acid to be absorbed properly. Baking soda could make them less effective by reducing that acid too much. So here's a simple tip. If you take any regular prescriptions, check in with your doctor or pharmacist first. It only takes a minute to ask, but it can save you a lot of trouble. 3. Stick to safe amounts and timing. Even if you're in good health, moderation is key. Most experts suggest no more than 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, that's about 6 grams mixed in a full glass of water. And don't do this more than 2 or 3 times a week, unless your doctor tells you otherwise. Taking it every day for long periods can throw off your natural pH balance. That could affect your digestion, your blood pressure, or even your heart rhythm. Pay attention to how you feel after using baking soda. If you notice any of the following: fast heartbeat, nausea, unusual bloating or gas, lightheadedness, stop right away and talk with your healthcare provider. These symptoms might be your body's way of saying, "Hey, this isn't working for me." A final thought. Baking soda water can be helpful for certain health concerns, but only when it's used the right way. The best health habits are the ones that are both smart and safe. When you take the time to learn how something works in your body and who it might not be right for you, give yourself a better shot at feeling well, staying strong, and living life on your terms. So before you stir that spoon into your glass, pause and ask, is this right for me? With a little awareness, you can enjoy the benefits without the risks. Start small and stay steady every day. When we talk about improving our health, we often imagine big changes, expensive equipment, complicated diets, long checklists. But sometimes, the most powerful changes begin with something small, like a warm glass of water first thing in the morning, a quiet walk in the evening, or just a little baking soda used wisely at the right time. Throughout this journey, we've walked through 12 gentle ways baking soda water may help the body, from calming digestion to supporting the kidneys, easing sore joints, helping with energy, and even freshening your breath. All of this leads to one simple truth. Nature often gives us what we need. We just have to understand how to use it and when. But here's something important. Health isn't about rushing. It's not about doing too much all at once. The real benefits come from small steps, taken again and again, with care, with patience, and with trust in the process. Drinking baking soda water once won't change your life overnight, but using it carefully, along with other healthy habits, can be part of a larger picture. Think of it like this. You wake up, you drink a glass of water, you choose a breakfast that's not too salty, you stretch for 10 minutes before the day gets busy, you turn off the TV a little earlier and get a better night's sleep. One small decision leads to another, and before you know it, you're feeling more balanced, more energized, and more in control of your own well-being. When it comes to eating well, let me leave you with one simple reminder. Focus on whole foods, the kind that come from the ground, not from a package. Add leafy greens to every meal if you can. Reach for a fresh apple instead of a candy bar. Pick whole wheat bread instead of white. And when it's time for protein, go for things like eggs, beans, fish, or seeds. Your body doesn't need perfection. It just needs better choices, one day at a time. And here's something else I believe deeply. Health is not something you have to figure out all by yourself. Every one of us is on a path. And by sharing what we learn, what works and what doesn't, we help others along the way. So if you've tried baking soda water or are thinking about it, why not share your story? What did you feel? What helped? What would you do differently next time? Because your voice might be just the encouragement someone else needs to get started. And if this message has been helpful to you, consider passing it on to a family member, a neighbor, a friend who's been struggling. Sometimes health starts with a single conversation, and sometimes the first step is as simple as a glass of water. Thank you for being here with me today. Take good care of yourself. Be gentle with your progress. And remember, small steady changes can lead to big, beautiful results over time.